Welcome back to
Fantasy 13.
Whoa,
Yeah.
the story so far.
Yes, they're ripping off. They're ripping off Professor Layton now.
Noel Christ.
And to be fair, Pedro, plenty of games have done the story so far.
I know,
previously
I know, Jova, but you know how it is. This game hasn't deserved any credit from me, so I'll just bash it every time it gives me a chance because this game is practically asking me to hate it. So after that retcon from the last part, this game is practically begging us begging us to hate it.
You mean the part where they
Does
sped up
anyone
Laura
actually-
Bailey's voice to the point of it being a chipmunk?
That too, yeah. That's never forget. Never forget.
No, don't worry. No, okay, Jova, there's a lot.
Don't
more
worry,
to hate
Pedro.
than
Don't
that.
worry, Pedro. Don't worry, Pedro.
Also, can I talk about how fucking terrible the load times are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
remind me
dear
of
Lord.
Sonic 06 had better loading screens. Give that-
Actually, Teo, I'm gonna give it credit. Yes, it's true that the loading times can be long, but they still don't reach 20 seconds long. They're like 15.
No, I mean the better looking.
It depends,
loading
Pedro.
screens.
It depends, Pedro. It depends, Pedro, because like at some point there was an update patch of 06 actually did decrease the loading times. I think that was with the free 6
apparently it worked only for specific copies or something.
Not for the
Yeah,
PS.
yeah,
Not for the
yeah.
PS3 version. The
Yeah.
PS3 version was never patched, so.
Yeah.
the
Not the
version I had
PS3
sucked.
version. Yeah, the free 6
the interesting thing is that the PS3 version is the only one that reaches 60 frames per second as a frame rate.
For some reason.
Well,
No,
That's
actually,
really strange.
actually, Teo, there's a
Sonic
reason.
06 actually can reach 60 frames per second.
Yeah,
I have never
but
seen that
basically,
in my life.
well, there's a reason, Jova. That's because the game,
Only specific copies.
as Andrea Ritsu showed in her article and research about the game's lead platform for development was actually the PS3, believe it or not, because you know
And
Japan,
yet that's
because
one that
you know-
they left dead in the water because they
Japan
never
doesn't give
fixed
two
that.
shits about the Xbox.
exactly.
Yet ironically, it's the Xbox 360 version that got fixed up. Well, fixed up in the
Oh
slightest
boy, here we
sense.
go.
All right, so basically, we get the chance to either.
Actually, that my
Oh,
copy. was
but there you go,
actually-
Shigoi. Like the default outfit better.
Yeah.
You can still
Well-
see her cleavage though.
Yeah, but that's like.
Whoa,
That's
God!
That's a trope in and of itself in Japan.
I should know how bad it can make you feel. when no one believes
For a moment,
you.
it looked like she was only wearing underwear.
Quick question. I mean, we've seen a reasonable amount.
So
of things
basically,
far.
let's
What are
put
the diff-
let's trust our life and our fate with this guy who we've met for like 5 hours.
Sure, why not?
I like Noel, but don't you think you're trusting him a little too quickly?
For all you know,
Don't you see, Jova? It's all good for the sake of a good old adventure through time.
How have people defended this game so far? Because I'm sure there are people out there who have.
you see, all of our trust.
I
all-
got this,
okay.
I got this, I got this, I got this.
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
got this one.
All the time, it's time to go
Actually, sure, right.
time.
Sure, you know what's funny? You know how the Final Fantasy fanbase can be very divided along the many games? Well, the 13 trilogy is one of the few that actually has divisions within the fan base.
Yeah.
Because, like, there are people who like the first game but hate this game, and then people who like this game better than the first game and love to bash on the first game, saying that this one's an improvement. And then there's the people who say that this game and the third game are best, or that the third game is the worst. And, well, I think you can
It's a
see where I'm
mess.
going with
It's
this.
a mess. Yeah, pretty much what Jova said. Yeah, it's pretty.
Basically, Shuri, 13's fan base.
Get that cat away from me. I really love this tune, actually.
That's usually wearing underwear.
This is actually probably my favorite tune in the entire game, actually. I really like this one.
You too. Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, prepare to not see this guy ever again.
Yes,
I don't-
once again, Snow's friends are completely pointless.
Why don't they come with her to protect her?
Well,
I guess
well, actually, to be fair, Jova, somebody has to stay behind to protect the city from monsters, so...
Oh, God, that guy is so Bishonen.
Yep.
Yeah.
That cat looks like a pug, not a cat.
And that boy looks like a girl. not a
What's your
boy.
take on this track, too? Because I really love this one.
I can't hear it over all the pretentious dialogue.
Okay, I'll send you a link
This
to
one's
it later.
nice
I'll send you a link to it later, because I really like the piano in this one.
It's fine. And oh, hi, LeBrow. I remember you.
LeBro, but yeah, who cares? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, for the whole 2 minutes of gameplay in the prologue of the first game.
I remember her because of how exotic her outfit is.
The future won't change until you make the first step.
Okay, okay.
Okay, you want a real Final Fantasy quote in response to that? Let me go with Kefka. Makes me want to puke my guts.
All right,
out.
everybody. I have something. I have something particularly in store for our audience in this part, but not yet. Let me just wait for this cutscene to end.
Okay.
But trust me, for Sarah's sake.
I guess there's nothing else we can do but
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
him.
I-
I mean, it's
yeah,
not
I
we can
realize-
actually do anything.
This is actually the only track from this game that I actually have on, so I can listen to it on my iPod because I really like this one.
It's fine, I guess.
Our powers combined.
Okay,
we
so
are
for those
bringing up Chrono Trigger.
Okay, for those not aware, we're right now we're in New
Wait,
Bottom.
oh my god! Wait, Tio, is this like the Chrono?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Actually, Jova, the meteorite had the appearance of Lavos, if you remember.
So yeah, they're trying to.
Are they gonna use the Chrono Trigger at
This
this
is
rate?
basically Square-Enix giving once again, after like many times, giving the middle finger to all Chrono Trigger fans.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sarah,
Oh, okay. Oh, more pretentious narration from
Hi,
Lightning.
Lightning.
you believed in a promise. You believed in a future.
Even when Lightning's not here, she's around to annoy us.
This dialogue is
But
so
don't you see,
cliched
Jova,
and
Lightning is in
pretentious.
all of us, in all our hearts. Oh, hi, Villain!
Oh, hi,
doing
Villain.
here?
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Wait, how is she alive now?
All right,
Didn't
ladies
she-
and gentlemen, we just got out from New Bottom on 003
Oh.
AF. AF means after fall. So basically,
By the way, yes, this is actual how time travel works in this game. You
Yes,
just
we're-
fly through these rings.
yes, flying through rings.
Also, let me guess. The bad guy isn't yet the bad guy because his girlfriend was still alive there.
It's complicated, Jova. That's
It's complicated,
Yeah.
Jova.
We'll get to it later.
Not give you a proper answer because
What is
there's
it
not a
with video
real.
game characters and the need to fly through rings?
because I don't know. Anyway,
Also,
I'm
Sarah's
actually
outfit.
surprised, Jova, you didn't actually try to reference Night.
by the way, here's an interesting thing. If you actually look at this cutscene
I
in slow
didn't
motion,
feel that this game
for
deserved
one
the
frame,
reference.
here's an interesting thing. For one frame of this cutscene, you can actually see her Sarah's ass crack. Even a parody. I'm
That's
not.
actually what I was about to say. That's actually what I was about to say. It's like, oh, I noticed that Sarah's outfit
right, hold on.
seems
Allow
to
me to take
constantly
over.
reveal her butt.
Okay, this is called the
Allow me
Historia
to-
Crux, more pretentious Latin, by the way.
Mind if I do it too? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome everybody. So we just got out of New Bottom 003F. I'm Professor Pedro, and I'm here to teach you about bullshit time travel science. So here's how Final Fantasy XIII-2 works. Every time you complete anything, any mission or objective in the timeline, a new stop on the timeline shows up. But sometimes when you do it, alternate solutions happen. Like for example, now we're going to jump 2 years in the future. But after that, we're
Wait,
going.
what?
But after we jump 2 years in the future, we're gonna have the option to either jump 5 years further into the future, or jump 255 years into the future, so we can check out an alternate ending. Now you're probably wondering, wouldn't that make the continuity of this game a complete mess? Yes, it will.
Wait. Question. Mr. Pedro, but why are we going into the future? Aren't we trying to fix the future, so shouldn't we go into the past?
Actually, Jova, I'm glad you asked.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
One of the very first things the developer said that you can't go behind in time behind the fall of Cocoon because we just
What?
said.
Well,
Yes.
what's the point of time travel? I mean, isn't the idea of time travel to like go anywhere in time? I mean,
all right. It wouldn't be awesome if he just stopped the Super Pope in the middle of his speech or something.
yeah, now that would be awesome if you could like do that as like say maybe a sideline or like an alternative playthrough. But wait, so let me get this straight. So time travel and you only go into the future.
Actually,
Heck,
you're going.
even Sonic
Actually,
was-
Jova, you also go. Actually, he's right. You're going into the future. Yes, you're right. Actually.
all clashing in glorious.
So what's the point of time travel? I mean, well,
For the sake of
because
making the story.
remember, Jova, this game thinks backwards. It believes that changing the future changes the past. I'm not
that's
even kidding.
stupid and impossible.
Don't worry, Jova. We'll get to that. But now, okay, everybody. Now we're not to the future. We're actually going to the year question mark AF. AF stands for after fall, aka after the fall of Cocoon. So, ladies and
Wait,
gentlemen, welcome
so
to the
how does
Colosseum. The Colosseum
Wait.
is where we have our... Okay, Jova, basically this is the Olympus Colosseum of this game.
Yeah.
This is where we fight various opponents from various Final Fantasy games.
So, was it anything like the Colosseum in Kingdom Hearts?
We'll see
No.
it when the loading screen finishes. Okay.
Okay, you're probably wondering, who the hell is this guy? He's the Arbiter of Time. Don't mind him. He's...
And he's
Oh!
voiced by Steve Blum.
And here's Gilgamesh.
No.
Hi Gilgamesh, why are you doing here?
Gilgamesh!
And why are you wielding fucking guns?
Well, Gilgamesh has always wielded several different
Oh, and guess what,
weapons.
Jova? Snow is here.
Snow Villiers is here.
So, were we supposed to come here first?
Alright, I'll admit, that shot of Gilgamesh was funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, got bored of waiting.
Oh, shit.
You'll pay for that.
And yes, he's voiced once again by John DiMaggio.
Yes, I thought I recognized that voice. Awesome.
Collects weapons.
I think I may be a bit behind because of maybe the buffer. Where are you?
11:02, 3, 4.
Okay, I'm at 11:28.
Okay.
And he
this-
stops a fucking missile with his arms. I'm pretty sure that's impossible, but sure, why not?
Power code?
Unless he gains superpowers.
Actually, Jova, this trench...
Didn't Snake, Snake did something like that in Metal Gear Twin Snakes.
No, actually
Okay, so you get ready in 3, 2, 1, click. Lightning?
no. Yes,
Oh,
lightning.
yes, I forgot about that. Apparently there's a DLC that lets you fight the Final Fantasy XIII version of Lightning plus her sergeant called Amodar.
Yes.
So is this that DLC?
Oh, so we found lightning already.
I've got all the DLC, so
Let's
now
go
we're...
home then.
I've got all the DLC,
And now we're
so
going to show the rest of the DLCs.
Yes, I've got all the DLC, so we're gonna see all the intros at once.
So
Ultros, what are you doing here? This is basically sure. This is one of the fan favorite characters from Final Fantasy VI, and yeah.
Yes, it's an actual octopus. It's awkward as it may look and sound.
Well, I will admit that opening sequence with John DiMaggio voiced Gilgamesh was kind of awesome.
To be honest, Pedro, at least they did a good job in the design of Ultros and Typhon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
My
now we're gonna
stance on the
fight.
situation.
And now we're gonna fight these aliens called
Poo-poos
Poo.
that are basically it was an Easter egg from Final Fantasy VIII or something.
So are we actually supposed
And
to
now
fight
we're gonna
all
fight
these-
a Metal Gear. Oh wait, no, never mind. We're going to fight.
Omega.
Yes, we're gonna fight
Those
Omega.
little things are
And
across
once again,
between
this is
Pikmin and
faithful
Chao.
to her original design from Final Fantasy V.
So Pedro, question: are we gonna like fight these guys?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, not all at once.
Not all at
Why are
once.
they showing the intros all at once then?
Because every time you go into this for the first time, it shows you any intro that you do have the DLC for. Since I already have all the DLC, it shows everything at once.
Kane. So do you get to fight Gilgamesh?
And guess what, Joe? Remember how we couldn't fight her in the last game? Well, we can fight her now.
Of course, because she's dead.
Yeah, she even lampshades this. What the fuck am I doing here? Also, boom shot.
Yeah.
I am your waking nightmare.
Sure you were.
Yeah, whatever. Just bring it on.
You gonna call me that too?
Oh, hi, what are you doing here?
It's the Heavy from Team Fortress 2.
Okay, this is the general, Lightning's general who appeared in like 10 seconds in the first game, and for some reason they thought that was good enough to bring him back.
And his weapon is so impractical. It's literally a massive machine gun with a bayonet attached to it.
Yes. What the fuck?
So are we playing as Lightning here?
No, we're
No,
playing...
no, it's just an intro sequence for fancy. I'm actually surprised you showed.
By the way, Sarah's about to go horribly out of character right now. Well, okay,
Yeah.
not out of character because she doesn't have a character, but you know what I mean.
This is my lucky day.
So
Hope you're
What?
ready, sis.
Yeah, Sarah's apparently all up for fighting her sister.
Where exactly does this take place in the storyline of 13-2?
It's a side
Fuck you, that's why.
Actually, the only thing you need to know about all this episode, Jova, is that it's about Snow. Basically, you only need to know is that Snow ended up here, and somehow he gets out of here before Lightning returns.
So this is where Snow's going to be for the entirety of this game.
Actually, no, he's gonna show up.
No, we're actually going. That's the problem, Pedro. I think you should have shown this later on in the game, not just now.
Who cares? Actually, to be fair, let's think about this for a moment. If anyone who buys this game already on the PC with all the DLCs included is gonna see this if they try to go into Collision right from the beginning. So if anything, I'm showing off how badly put.
Wait. Seriously. Like, well, this automatically happens if you have the DLC.
The Steam version. The Steam version.
Why would you do that? That's going to confuse the players so much. They're going to be wondering, hey, why is Snow here? Why is Lightning here? Why is Lightning in her old outfit? It's just no. You don't do that without the
remember, Teo. The Steam version already comes with all the DLC, so this is you're literally going to see this on the Steam version. So if anything, I'm showing off what Steam users are gonna have in store.
Technically, only if you select.
That is unless they change the programming to actually make it so that you don't automatically go into it. They sometimes do change that. However, even still though, for anyone who did buy
games with DLC content, you need to progress a little bit further in order to unlock stuff.
What? Who's that?
Oh, you don't want to know, Jova.
Okay, basically,
it's
Jova.
Woman in a
hold on, Shiroi.
Confusing as it is.
What's wrong to you? It's just a...
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Chocolina. Quite possibly the most annoying character in this entire game.
Really? She doesn't seem that bad.
Okay, Jova, a bit of history. Remember how in the previous game everyone complained that the shops were only basically iPads, floating iPads or something? Apparently, the answer to that was actually was Toriyama saying, "Here, we're actually insert a shopkeeper in this game. However, we will make her a girl with basically only fan service element and the most annoying voice possible."
Basically, she has the voice of Jessie from Pokemon, and she's always doing horrible chocobo puns. Because that's funny.
Is that all about her? I mean, well,
yeah, that's all. Okay, actually, Jova, believe it or not, she actually has a backstory, which will get told in a specific side chapter. Let's just say, Jova, something from the first game is gonna come back to bite us in the ass. So Chocolina is a time-traveling merchant who can be found all over the world. For some reason, Chocolina can travel through time and be everywhere.
Actually, they're gonna explain along with a plot twist.
I know, but that's the thing, Teo. The explanation is still stupid, so I don't give a shit.
I know.
Was it something that was actually built up to in the first game?
No,
you see what I mean? You see what I mean? I mean, it's just when you think it can't get any worse after the first game, it just... here comes
how bad could her backstory be, though? I mean, well...
I'm laughing convulsively.
Shiroi, what's your thoughts on all this? I'm asking Shiroi.
Oh yeah, Shiroi. Yeah, what do you have to say?
Shiroi? Oh, Shiroi died. Okay.
Dang it. Killed off by the stupidity already?
Yes. Well... Oh, there he is.
Oh, there you are.
Shiroi, what's
Good God. Don't worry, Pedro. I found Shiroi. She died, so she turned into a yokai.
I went into a coma for a moment.
Go ahead, Shiroi. What's your take on all this?
She woke up as a yokai in my watch. It was awkward.
I'm a little confused at the moment.
Don't worry, Shiroi. That's how everybody felt. Even people who played the first game felt like this. So don't worry. You're supposed to feel good.
Yeah, like literally, what is this game aiming to? Like,
Teo,
I'm confusing enough as it is. We don't need the DLC stuff shoved in our faces this early.
Teo, allow me to quote Jim Sterling, because Jim Sterling actually said something about that. The entire purpose of this trilogy is not to entertain gamers, it's to indulge the developer's ego. That's basically it.
And like I said, though, it's like...
Toriyama's love for lightning.
Exactly.
Precious lightning.
I'll say.
Oh, Shiroi, just wait till the ending of Lightning Returns.
What, is Lightning like going to literally turn into a Mary Sue or something, and then...
I wish! But believe it or not, believe it or not, that actually would be better than what they went with.
Anyway, as I mentioned, this guy every time is voiced by Steve Blum, but
Steve Blum, what are you doing here? Okay, Fahrenheit.
You
now...
have someone voiced by Steve Blum, and you make him irrelevant to the plot. Game, you are failing by the mile.
We try to give a backstory to him, but it's very vague, and you don't have to bother.
Who gives a shit?
You know, it's a shame. Why the heck couldn't Gilgamesh be more part of the main plot storyline?
I know,
because
right?
that might be cool, Jova. We can't have that.
Like, I'm actually surprised they even included him in this game.
I mean, not only is he voiced by Don DiMaggio, but he's freaking Gilgamesh!
Well, Jova, if it makes you feel any better, Gilgamesh is actually an important plot character in Type 0, so there's that. So consider getting Type 0 if you want that.
Yeah, especially since I have a PS4.
But anyway, now getting again on the track of the main plot, we're gonna jump like 2 years later.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Okay, everybody. So
Fights
basically,
anyway.
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe. What is it? Sorry.
When are you gonna do all the fights at the Coliseum?
I'm gonna do them later on as an extra part. Extra.
But even still, though, I can't believe that seriously they would introduce all the battles all at once. Yeah, like, well, why actually save them as a surprise?
Hold on. Shira has a question.
Okay.
What is it, Shira?
Yes, right.
This is going to be a complete mess as it is because time travel in the hands of incompetent writers.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like, well, go on.
I know that that other game has a different concept in terms of its timeline, but is this going to be as big as a clusterfuck than Beyond?
No. Beyond is actually pretty easy to get the whole picture when you get done with it. This one, no. I mean,
what a great way to start. More pretentious.
Beyond mainly was how it initially, introduces its plot to the characters. Like, trying to pull like a Quentin Tarantino, horribly, mind you.
All right, everybody. So we just came from New Bonum 003 AF.
God, this character.
Yes.
Who's that?
Don't worry, Joe.
Are you going to say that in reaction to every character?
I'm sorry, Shiro, but I still have PTSD.
Shiro, don't underestimate the power of Final Fantasy XIII. Anyway.
How that character
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in episode 2 of the game, believe it or not. Yes, episode 1 was... We're now in episode 2 of the game, and now we're 2 years in the future.
Here's one question I have. I mean, well, if this is a time travel plot that only goes into the future, how on earth could you screw that up? I mean, well,
because
maybe
this game wants to think backwards.
You can see the ground above us.
So you're saying that somehow by affecting the past, no, sorry, force of habit, I was thinking logically. So you're saying
thinking logically in this trilogy. Oh, Jova.
Basically, now we're inside the remnants of Cocoon, where there's an archeological team or some shit like that.
Basically, over the course of the last 2 years, people have been trying to create some kind of way for people to go in and out of Cocoon as they please.
Oh, now,
and now, random giant for nowhere.
So, let me get this straight. By affecting the future, they affect the past, which affects the future?
Yes.
Would have been more fun if we went to the past, but whatever.
Alright, everybody. Now we're going to fight a kind of boss battle, but not really, kind of.
Yeah.
So while this fight is going on, allow me...
Is it particularly easy, or...?
It is easy, but it's still... it's kind of hard to explain, you'll see.
Also, another stupid boss theme.
Yes.
Dubstep!
Yes, dubstep, because when I think Final Fantasy, I think dubstep, right, Teo?
And dubstep can be tailored right, but don't just do it for the whole, creatively bankrupt
fortunately,
which seems to be going for. Unfortunately, it sounds like the composer doesn't
big time events.
Necessarily.
Hey, Jova, cinematic action. I know you love these.
It depends. Sometimes I like cinematic action, like in cases like Metal Gear Solid 4, Gods of War, and...
I know, but those are action games. This is supposed to be a JRPG, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cinematic action in this game, which is actually just QTEs. Why the heck did they even bother calling it cinematic action?
Wounding damage. Basically, Jova, it reduces your maximum HP, and you need to use a special item in order to cure that. It's basically another debuff that's more of an inconvenience than anything.
And a really unfair one at that. I mean, why should I? Well, then
Alright,
again,
everybody, allow me to once again confuse the hell out of you with my one more lesson of time travel bullshittery. Okay, everybody. So basically, everybody, remember how in the last pod we established that we need an artifact to unlock the gate so we can travel into a different part of the timeline? Well, here's how it works.
Yeah.
In this particular episode, which is 005 AF, aka 2 years in the future, now we can actually get two artifacts. The reunion artifact will bring us 255 years into the future, whereas the wild artifact will bring us to 255 years in the future, but to a completely... See, here's the thing. If we get the wild artifact, we go 255 years in the future, but in the exact same place we are now. But if we get the reunion artifact, we go to the Sunleft Waterscape, which was that water area from the first game, but 255 years in the future.
Yeah.
Everybody got that?
Yeah, sort of.
And now the
Pay attention, pay attention.
By other people, not by us.
Pay attention, Miss Shiroi. This will be in the test.
So, what was that about 250 years? I mean, it sounded like both cases lead to 250 years.
Yes, but for some reason, picking one, the reunion artifact leads you to a completely different place. Don't ask me how that works. It just does.
Oh, I know the answer to this. He's ripping off Ghost Trick. Oh wait, that's right. Did Ghost Trick come out yet?
Come out? Yes, actually it did, because
Ghost Trick was in 2009, I think.
10, actually.
And this game was 2012.
Technically 2011 in Japan, but yeah, whatever.
In this case, yeah, he's ripping off Ghost Trick, using different items to go to different places or see this or that, which David Cage would also go on to rip off in Beyond Two Souls.
Indeed.
No, it wasn't, Noel.
By the
Of
way,
course it was exciting for you. You actually got to do something, whereas we just pushed a button.
By the way, class, here's the study material for the upcoming test about time travel bullshittery. Be sure to study, because I'm gonna make it hard.
Attention intruders, surrender immediately.
Please, I wish there was an alternate timeline where it gets shot on the spot.
Yes, please.
Why? I mean, do they do anything bad?
Okay. I actually have a question myself right now. Where's the story? And by where's the story, I mean, what's the theme of this game exactly?
Yeah, all we've done is
time
jump
travel.
from time to time, and we haven't really heard anything important.
We haven't had a
time
single.
travel's
We haven't had
theme.
character development whatsoever. We haven't had it really established exactly what's going to be the theme
We've
of the
gone
story.
from point A to point B, and that's
From
about
the
it.
from
We
the
haven't
first
done
from the
anything.
first 20 minutes of Ni no Kuni, we established the theme, overcoming grief. So what's the theme of this game?
I hate to. You know what? I hate to admit it, but even with the first 13 game, we at least got an idea of what the theme was. Like
And
I
now we're
stated,
in jail.
13,
Is this
it
an
was
Elder Scrolls game?
where they immediately hate you. But yeah, I mean, I hate to say, but
Allow
even the
me
first
to.
13 game, we had a sense of the theme. Like, well, it was a sense of redemption, or rescuing oneself, shall we say?
Yeah, I
physically
agree.
and mentally.
Allow me,
This, on the
okay.
other hand, though, go on, Pedro.
Allow me, Teo. Sarah and Noel have been thrown into the brig to be coerced into recruitment.
Is that really what's gonna happen?
It's a Peace Walker reference. Don't worry about that.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like Jova said, to give the first game credit, at least I
In fact, I kinda-
what they were
in
going
fact- in
for.
fact, I-
This, we haven't had anything from this.
In fact, I kind of wish we were playing Peace Walker instead, honestly.
In fact, I hate to say it, but the first game, well, the first 13 game was actually at least a bit more endearing and a bit more exciting than this. Because, like, well, at least we were in the heart of the action
I
and
wouldn't
stuff.
say exciting, I'd say involved.
More, yeah. Okay, yeah. More involved is probably the better saying. I mean, well, we at least got to see more action around this point in 13. I mean, by this point in 13, we were like busting out a cocoon,
Lord.
opening up the Paddra-Nsu, running away from the military, all that cool stuff. Here, we fought up an
All right,
invasion.
there's
Sure.
there's nothing going on right now, so allow me. Okay, class, pay attention. This is going to be an extra thing that's going on in the text. In this particular era, you can actually reach one of the Paradox alternate endings by beating the boss without actually weakening him by a specific device. So if you manage to defeat the boss the hard way, you will reach one of the alternate endings in question mark AF. So there's technically 3 different branches you can go from this place. Confused yet? You're supposed to. Don't worry.
Pedro, question. Is this going to be one of those games where it's incredibly cryptic on how you can get all the different endings?
Yes, it is.
You know.
Okay. Is there actually a
go ahead,
canonical ending?
What's he talking about?
I'm sorry, Shirei, what is it?
Is there actually a canonical
Yes,
ending?
basically, Shirei, none of the alternate endings are canon. Only the last ending is canon, basically. The alternate endings are
Then
just...
what's the point in them?
Shadow the Hedgehog syndrome.
At least
And
to show the head.
Sarah, despite having traveled in the future, Sarah is still thinking she's in New Bodom 3 AF.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow the Hedgehog was a boring-ass game, but at least it had some form. This has no form to speak of so far.
Not to mention that at least with Shadow the Hedgehog, you could always have some fun with the missions, and you kind of knew from the get-go that, like, well, there was gonna be the one storyline that had to be canon.
I don't think of the word.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, meet one of the more annoying, one of the big annoying characters in the game, Alyssa. Who's Alyssa, by the way? She's Hope's assistant, and she has the hots for him. I have no idea why any woman in the world would ever have the hots for Hope, but what?
Let me guess. Hope's grown up.
Remember. At this point in this particular timeline that we are right now, Joe, it's 5 years after the first game. So by this point, Hope's by this point he's.
I know.
19, I think.
That's what I was about to say, Pedro. Like, well, hey, at this point, Hope's probably grown up to be quite a hunk. Although the creepy thing is like, like you and Tio said, even back when he was a kid, Lightning apparently had the hots for him.
Well, don't worry Joe. But now we have Alyssa who has the hots for him. So I guess improvement.
I was about to say, yeah.
Stop with the fucking pretentious narration! What you're saying doesn't even mean anything. You're just wasting my time. Oh, wait. Whoa,
that's very nice.
Things that shouldn't exist.
Yes, very nice.
Basically, we're trying to justify the weird monster appearance and stuff like that. Basically, we're treating them as paradoxes.
It's like that Yokai Watch clip. It's like that Yokai Watch clip I inserted in part 1. You can just hear Toriyama going, "Please take me seriously."
And Jova, honestly, the game itself doesn't know how to do time travel properly. You expect to... Oh my god.
Yes, the lighting shit on us.
By the way, am I the one who thinks that Alyssa looks a bit like Hope's older model? You know.
Honestly, she looks like that Sailor Moon character. What she's called?
Her face looks...
Haruka.
What?
Haruka.
Yeah, Haruka from Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Except Haruka was an interesting character. Alyssa is not.
Yeah.
In fact, this interesting thing is Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune were actually... See, the interesting thing, they were actually the first lesbian couple I've seen in an animated show. So that's interesting.
Interesting. So, let's hear this girl Alyssa's story.
You'll just have to trust me.
Yeah, we'll just have to trust her. Of course not.
Oh, I guess that's it.
What could possibly go wrong?
By the way, completely unrelated.
Now we're going to do the Fable follow the trail thing.
By the way, completely unrelated. By the way, completely unrelated nitpick of mine. I never like this thing where when it's raining in games, you actually see the drops appear on the actual camera as if you're actually, you know.
But don't you see, Pedro? That way makes it more realistic.
Honestly, it's kind of immersion breaking to me, but. It's not a deal.
This is the first time I've seen that happen.
Trust me, no, trust me, Pedro. I can understand where you're going from. It's
God,
it's kind of like the same with the health bar being replaced by the camera getting red and stuff like that.
Oh God, what the heck is going on with Sarah's model? It's popping out against the rain.
Jova, welcome to Final Fantasy XIII-2.
Also,
a complete rush job.
Practically standing in the open, getting rained on. Like, get a fucking
You're gonna get cold,
umbrella.
guys, and then you can't.
Basically, Jova, whereas the first 14 game was polished, the second and third game are technical messes, basically. There's a lot of technical hiccups in this game.
But with Atlas
Yeah.
throwing his weight
Also, like Pedro said, yeah, this may be the first game I've ever seen that actually has the rain fall on the screen during a cutscene. I mean, during
I've actually seen
gameplay,
plenty of them,
one-
plenty of games that do this. It's kind of a thing in
during cutscenes though,
Yes,
because like
yes.
I've seen it during gameplay, but I mean, cool, even Mario does it during gameplay, and that's cool and all, but why during a cutscene?
I don't know. Anyway,
Basically,
you can
the
change
idea is
the
that-
party leader. That's right. We can alternate between either playing as Noel or Serah.
Just the
Because
two.
that's,
Well,
because that's what we want to know.
Well, she will give it some
True.
credit. In the first game, we had to wait 30 hours before we could actually switch characters, and
you couldn't do that in mid-combat.
but now we can.
Yeah,
So minor improvement, yay!
I guess.
You know, I'm so glad that the 7 remake is doing away with the whole can only play as this one character so concisely. Well, okay. Let me rephrase this. I mean, well, can only play as this one character until a certain point that's way later into the game thing that seems to be going on with Final Fantasy games ever since 12. No offense to 12.
Well, honestly, Jova, the game is still in development, a huge development, and basically you get control of practically almost only Cloud for practically the first part of the game up until you get out of Midgar. So we're going for the easy route for now. We need to know what happens for the rest of the game, but I'm pretty confident we know.
Honestly, Theo, remember, we actually...
Remember to. We saw that you can play as Barrett early in the
No,
game.
I know that. I mean on the field, not in
that.
combat.
Yeah, the field thing, I don't really count the whole field thing when it comes to the original game, because, like,
Well,
well,
considering
they
it's a
opened
bit,
this-
considering the 7 remake will tend to be a bit more action, I'm guessing there will be some kind of preemptive strike option or stuff like that, and depending on the character, that may result in an action that's different.
That might be interesting, although in that case, I'm wondering
So
if they're really...
basically, the
I think
dialogue...
it should depend on the plot, to be honest. But there.
Yeah, so,
Anyway.
so basically the dialogue right now is basically giving us some brief sum of the lore of the first game, but we already know that,
Basically,
so...
the problem with this place in particular is that they're haunted by this giant mecha called Atlas, which is basically another apology from Toriyama for not making you fight Titan in the first game. And yeah, and that's pretty much it.
I see.
I swear to God, she sounds exactly like Jessie from Pokemon.
Who's her voice actress?
I have no idea.
Might as well
Ah.
look it up.
I hate you.
Yeah.
She sounds
Jeez.
And by the way,
Wait,
she's the only shopkeeper in the entire fucking game. At least in the previous one, you had the decency to get different references like Biggs and Wedge.
So you're saying we have to talk to her?
Yes, we
Yes.
do. Sorry.
How bad could she be? I mean, okay, she's an annoying shopkeep, yeah, but I mean, she doesn't seem that bad yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next time for class number 2 of time travel bullshittery. So, see you
Okay,
then.
okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so yeah, Chocolate is voiced by Julie Nathanson.
Whoever she is.
Let's see.
see
You
if-
showed me that image of the timeline before, and I honestly don't want to see it again.
see,
Cool.
but
Psychopath.
Shiroi, you should study. Remember, it will be in the test at the end.
Oh my god, she's the
Through
same
the
with
test.
voice. Oh my god, she's the same one who voices Call in Mighty Number 9, the poor woman. Although she was also in Peace Walker and Psychonauts and
Alright.
a lot of other
Alright,
games.
everybody, see you for the next part.
Yeah.
Yeah.